Welcome in. Welcome to Bears After Dark. I am your host, Dawson, episode 1 here. I am creating this to kind of make a place where just average fans like me or regular fans like me can come on here, just talk about opinions. I'm not a reporter. I don't have any inside information. Just like everyone else, watch the games every week, talk about it, have controversial opinions, just enjoy talking about it. So my goal with this is just out of a passion. I just want to create a place where everyone can come on and just talk about however they feel after the game. I would like to get it in where I can record live after games. We just come on here, just talk about how the game went, our opinions on it. And I don't think there's any better season than this season to really come on here and talk about it. I mean, this has been the season of history. I've been a Bears fan since 2017. So, I mean, that's almost half my life, a little, like a third of it. Never had this much just faith going into the postseason. We had years. First year of Matt Nagy was huge. Obviously, we had 2020, but everyone knew that was a fluke. I think we made it in at 8-8. That was like, how the heck did that happen? I mean, we've come a long way from last year. Everyone questioned Ryan Poles, the decisions he's made, and it's all changed once we got our coach. So I just have a little bit of stuff I want to go over today. Just talk about playoff pictures, Lions Bears preview game. We'll see how it goes. So this is all out of just passion, and like end goal is to create a spot where people can just come on and talk, just give opinions. I mean, none of it's really. I'll have some stats, but none of it's really just information that no one else can get. It's just everything, and everything that anyone else can get. So I just have things pulled up on ESPN stats to talk about. I would like to start with the Bears-Lions game, the preview for this week, Week 18, massive week. People say it's not that big of a game. Should we rest? Should we be healthy in the playoffs? I think it's a little underrated. It could be the difference in whether we get the second seed and host more playoff games, or we get the third and then possibly play. There's a few team options. We'll go over that later, just the overall playoff picture. But I think it's an important game. I mean, obviously, if a player is questionable, like if there's any question with it, I think we sit them, especially important players. Then we just save them and have them. But if it's like borderline and they can go, I think we play them. I think we have to win the game. And it's more than just like on paper to try to get the second seed. I mean, they beat us week 2, final score 52-21. I mean, we have to get a get back after that. I know Ben Johnson. We all know Ben Johnson is going to take that personal. He wants to win. I know reporters have asked him that this week. I don't know. I just think that's a dumb question. I don't know why he wouldn't want to win to his old team. I think that the Lions fall off needs to be studied. Is it Aaron Glenn going away? Is it Ben Johnson going away? I mean, they have Dan Campbell calling the plays, and it just has not looked good. I do think that Shepard, their defensive coordinator, he's been doing pretty well, so it's going to be a good matchup, but their injuries all year, just like last year, have just piled up. Brian Branch out. I mean, there's been so many people. I think Panay Sewell's hurt. We'll also go over injury report later. I just kind of want to talk about a little bit of the stats. We'll overall just start with Bears stats on the season. We'll go to Lions stats on the season. Then we'll go talk about the Week 2 game, and then we'll go to key injuries. So Caleb Williams is at 3,700 passing yards, 3,730. I mean, we all know that's huge. I think there's a chance he could do it. He'd have to have a phenomenal game. I mean, it would have to be 270 yards, which is not like he's done it. I mean, 49ers week last week was like 320, 330. It was a great game. This would be huge. I mean, I think people said he's 100 yards away from the all-time season single Bears passing leader, which I think he should, unless something unforeseen happens. I think he definitely should be able to pass that one, or 4,000 passing yards this year. He is at 25 touchdowns to get to the 30 and then 4,000. He'd have to throw 5 touchdowns. That's unlikely. Very likely, though, if he has a great game, that we could really see our first Bears 4,000-yard passer, and we get a quick hearing about that stat that I know we've all seen. The only team to not have a 4,000-yard passer. Then talk about DeAndre Swift. I didn't realize he's had a sneaky good year, because I know Kyle Monangai, he came out of nowhere. I mean, who expected him? So DeAndre Swift has 1,000 rushing yards, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the first time since David Montgomery, his last season or second to last season that we had him, which is, I mean, that's really good. Good for him. All last year we questioned, was he the right guy? He just didn't hit holes how he should, and I really think it comes down to the offensive line. You've seen everything that's changed. We upgraded a few key players, 4 of them, 4 new starters. We only have Darnell Wright, and everything's changed. Running game, passing game, not nearly as much sacks. That's just huge. So DeAndre Swift, he deserves all the praise. Our receivers have been really weird this year. Like, they are all super close together in just yards, receptions, touchdowns. Our leading receiver right now is DJ Moore at 671, and Rome at 661, Colston 622, and then Luther at 617. So that's 4 people within 6 yards right there. I mean, that's huge. Rome having the least amount of games played. He's been very unhealthy. Haven't been able to stay on the field. So it looks like we're going to be able to have him in the playoffs, which is going to be a massive break. But Luther, oh gosh, I'll talk about him later. There's some stats out there. He is playing phenomenal. He's playing so well. To go to touchdowns, you have DJ at 6, Rome at 6, Colston at 5. Luther hasn't had as much touchdowns. He's had the one that was really good week 3 or 4 against the Cowboys, the flea flicker. I can't really remember the other one off the top of my head, so wish he would have had a little more catches. But he has the longest reception we have is that flea flicker. So he's been doing pretty well. Very explosive player. If he even touches the ball, he's going crazy. I know we all seen that little out route or curl route against the 49ers. He dropped the same dude twice. I mean, he literally made him fall and touch the grass. I was going crazy after that one. And then let's go talk about a little defense. I think the fact that Tremaine Edmonds is leading our team right now in tackles is a little crazy because I don't quite know. I can go actually and find out. 12 games played with Kevin Byard playing 16. So he really hasn't looked good these last few games he's played. Hopefully he'll just steadily getting better. That's actually crazy though, to have 4 less games played than Kevin Byard and you're leading. I mean, the next closest is Kevin Byard and Daquan Brisker, who have both played 16 games, and they have 85. So to have 19 more tackles than somebody who's played 4 more games than you, I mean, that's also an incredible year. He was playing amazing. I don't know how we didn't have any more Pro Bowlers. Our offensive line, well-deserved. Kevin Byard, well-deserved. Let's talk Nahshon Wright, biggest snub. Crazy. I just don't know if people fully believe in it because it is just his first year he's done it. But he's been working all year. I think he really deserves a contract with us. Wish he wouldn't have got snubbed. But talk about interceptions. Kevin Byard has a resurgent career. We absolutely need to sign him to at least a 1-year deal. I would even say 2-year. We need to keep him around. If he is the oldest he's ever been, he has one of the longest records of playing games and still like playing how he is right now at 30. I don't know exactly how old he is, but he's playing amazing. Our just overall defense, we can't get any pass rush on it. Montez has played up and down a little bit, not too consistent, but our takeaways have been nuts. Forced fumbles, interceptions. It's just we've been playing so well with that, and it works really well when you have Caleb that takes care of the ball. He has, how many interceptions does he have? 6, 25-6. I mean, that's really good. I think there's a record of like the least amount of interceptions with 1,000 pass attempts. He has the best record on that, that's phenomenal. Week 5, that was a bye week. After that, everything changed. I mean, our run, like it's just set up everything because Ben Johnson does everything through the run and it goes to play action. So that has been the biggest improvement to actually see a coach change something after the bye week. I mean, that's all I need to say for Ben Johnson, to actually change something like that, because I was like, this is a super early bye week. I just don't know how much we can actually learn from it, but he made the absolute most of it. I mean, this coaching staff is incredible. I mean, people that you don't even know, I mean, people that we just don't even talk about as much, great. I mean, Dan Rochar, our offensive line coach, he needs to get more props. He's done very well. I mean, specifically, you think about Ozzie Trapillo. We all were really hyped about him, saying he could have been, just see how tall he is, he could have been an incredible freak athlete. And then to think that our undrafted Theo Benedict from Canada came and outplayed him. I mean, I'm glad he's finally getting in and playing pretty well. Great pass blocker. Needs to get a little better with the run. But, I mean, we can improve it. So you can definitely tell that somebody has been working with him, like during this time that he hasn't been playing, because he did not look like this. I think he came in and played in the Raiders game, got killed. Obviously, that's Max Crosby, but he's improved so much. So, our just overall coaching staff. That's just Eric Bieniemy. I mean, to talk about Kyle Monangai, obviously he's good in it himself, but once he finally got the opportunity, I think the Bengals game when he started, just can't look back from there. He's just played incredible. Jared Goff, sneakily incredible year, 4,000 passing yards. I think a game or two ago he had a really bad game with just interceptions. So now he's at 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 107 passer rating. Great. Obviously, you have Jahmyr Gibbs, insane. I think easily top 3 running back in the league. 1,100 passing or rushing yards. Amon-Ra 1,200, and I guess he actually played. I don't know if he missed last week. I know he's been dealing with the injury for most like this back part of the season. Jack Campbell 165 tackles. Kirby Joseph 3 interceptions, and I think he's hurt as well. So I mean they have just been having great players just get hurt, and I wish I know like what happened with their year. It's just something so small that can derail a team. That's what Dan Campbell had said. He was just talking about like it could be one player that's in a different position and just changes everything. Like it's happened with the Bears though. Week 1 and week 2, we thought like the season was over. I mean we couldn't do anything. We lose by 52. We lose at the end to J.J. McCarthy, which we see how he panned out. I mean that is even more embarrassing that we lost. We should have 12 wins already after that game. Lions, that was completely fair. Just didn't play well against them. But the Lions are still statistically having a pretty good year. Go and recap our old game, our first game. Caleb had 207 passing yards, which a lot of it probably was in garbage time later in the game when all we could do is pass it. So that's probably a little out of proportion. It was 19 for 30, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jared Goff had 334 passing yards. He was 23 for 28. That is incredible. 5 touchdowns. If he does this against us again, he owns the Bears at that point, for this season at least. DeAndre Swift had 12 carries, 1 touchdown for 63 rushing yards. That's all right. I mean, it's pretty good, actually, because I didn't think our running game was that well. I don't know what the average on that, though. That's probably not too good of an average. Rushing yards for Jahmyr Gibbs, 12 carries, 94 yards. That just shows you, and 1 touchdown as well. But he even touches the ball. He has a chance to take it to the house every single time he touches it. Our receiving leader was Rome. He had 2 touchdowns, 7 receptions. At the start of the year, Rome, like that Caleb and Rome connection was real. They were playing so well together. I hate that it kind of fell off. Once Rome got that ankle injury, though, it kind of just set him back the whole year a little bit. Receiving yards for Amon-Ra was 115, 9 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, he was cooking us. We're going to get into that, but that's honestly one of my biggest worries for this game. We didn't have a sack that game. Our tackle leader was Jaquan Brisker with 9. See, this is crazy. We were 7 and 13 on third downs. They were 4 and 10. We had 8 penalties for 50 yards. That was huge. We've always dealt with penalties. Need to get better about that. 2 for 2 in the red zone. They were 6 for 7. I mean, so we just could not get in the red zone. I mean, when we did, we scored. And then this actually blew my mind to go back and look at it. Time of possession was Bears 29-40 to the Lions 30-20. I didn't think that was as close. I thought they'd kill us in time of possession. But let's take that to talk about the injury report. For Fridays, did not practice is Joe Tryon-Shoyinka and Jaquan Brisker. That's game status is still questionable. Joe already got labeled as out for the game. If Jaquan didn't play, I guess it's an illness though. It's nothing like, because Darnell Wright last week was injured, didn't fly with the team, ended up coming that morning, and played. So there's no way to really tell with that. Nick McLeod, illness as well. This illness has been going through our entire team. It's just been hitting everyone. So he was limited. He was limited on Friday as well, so questionable. So that's looking a little better. This is a huge one because Rome has missed the last 2 or 3 weeks. He is questionable for the game. He was a limited participant on Friday's practice. That is huge. That is the one. I know we said, or I said, that we need to win this game. If Rome isn't 100%, I wouldn't put him out there. Rome is going to be an it factor in the playoffs. So if he is not a full go, I would hold him. We'll save him so he's fully healthy in the playoffs. That is going to be a huge one. Ozzy Trapillo, this is a pretty big one. He was a limited though on Friday, questionable with a knee quad injury. So we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully we have him. I think I haven't quite looked into Braxton Jones, so I don't know if we still have him. It'd be Theo Benedict though. I guess he'd come in for it. Which he hasn't played bad all year. He's been a great swing tackle. I think that's the spot that he needs to be in as a swing tackle because he can play well at left and right. Josh Blackwell, he was a full participant with a shoulder. Luther Burden, I know, like the 49ers game hurt, but what hurt even more was seeing Luther on the ground because he had his breakout game. He played incredible. I think that he's the second best player on the team at all times behind Caleb. It might be a controversial take. I don't think you could dispute it though. Every time he touches the ball, you know something explosive is going to happen. He caught the ball on a third down and was like 5 yards away from the first down, and I just knew. I was like 100% he's getting that. The first person out in space cannot tackle. They always have to at least have 3 or 4 people around him, and he still might get out of there. So just over time, working with Antoine Randall, he's going to be a dog. I think he's eventually going to be our wide receiver 1. Just a matter of time. We're going to see in the offseason what happens to DJ Moore. I think that Rome is a great Y, so I think he'll stay at that. I think that Jade really could be our third. He's been playing so well. To be an undrafted, he's a dog. And that's all you can say. So in a few years, if it becomes Luther, Rome, and Jade, I'm completely confident with it. I think we lose Olamide Zaccheaus this year. He's played well. Start of the year, he played really well. And then there was a few games when he had struggled with drops, which this whole team has this whole year. Full participants as well. Jonah Jackson, that's nice. Olamide, that's nice. We're just getting players back. Now let's talk about the Lions. This is a pretty lengthy one. Oh, there's been a lot of people that are officially ruled out. Alex Anzalone, concussion. Tristan Colon, out with a wrist. Thomas Harper with a concussion, out. Aleem McNeil with an abdomen. He is out. Penei Sewell, this is the biggest one. Penei Sewell, with him out, can we get any pressure? Montez, you need to play well. I mean, that is where you're going to be lined up at their backup on the right side. You have to play well. We need to get pressure. Jared Goff does not play anywhere close as well when he has pressure in his face. That has been a big problem this year. When they played the Packers, and there's been multiple games, if you can pressure Jared Goff, he does not play the same. If you give him all day back there, he will pick you apart 100%. All right, now these are questionable players. You have Taylor Decker, questionable with a shoulder. You have Christian Mahogany with a illness. You have Amon-Ra with a knee ankle, limited. That's going to be huge. I really want to see what that happens. I know he's really pushing to play, and that's honestly one of the things that scares me the most. If Amon-Ra does play, I know he's going to want just to come out against Ben. I don't know if y'all seen the podcast, but in week 2, he wanted all the fans just to be chanting against Ben. So if Amon-Ra has a chance to come out and just play well, I think he absolutely will do everything he can to. And they really have nothing to lose. If they were in the playoffs, it might be more likely to sit him, but I think he does play, honestly. You have Giovanni Manu, out, or questionable with a knee. And then back as a full participant is Avonte Maddox. So the biggest ones to watch, I think, with that would be Taylor Decker. That's going to be a huge one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then obviously Penei Sewell and Alex Anzalone. He was the tackle leader when we played in week 2. So that's going to be a huge one. I think one of the things that scares me the most about this game is the fact that like the Lions want to play spoiler to Ben Johnson. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they come out and just play full? I mean, they have all the motivation. Bears took Ben Johnson, and now we're in the playoffs, top of the NFC North. They want to come and play spoiler and beat us. That is what scares me the most about this game. So we have to keep this from happening. We at least have to split the year. We cannot lose twice to the Lions and even beat the Packers. The Packers beat the Lions twice, and we at least split with the Packers, split with the Vikings. We need to split with the Lions. I think keys to success for the Bears are we have to start fast. We've struggled with it all year. We did a lot better last week with the 49ers, just going back to back to back. That was a great game. Started well with that. If we can just play like that, I think that we have a great chance to win. Because having them keep up with us with all their injuries, I just don't think it can happen. Something's going to give if we just keep scoring. Time of possession, we have to hold the ball. We all know how explosive the Lions have always been, how fast they can score. So just our run game, just go. Their defense is all hurt. I think we'll be on the ground a lot, which kind of goes against trying to get Caleb to 4,000. But I just want to win the game. That's what Ben Johnson said. Obviously, 4,000 is a huge milestone for the Bears, but I just want to win. We'll talk about it later, but it's gonna be a huge factor in the playoffs, second seed versus third seed. But I think those are the two biggest parts to lead the Bears to success. So I'll be live after that game, just talk about instant reaction and stuff. Hopefully you guys will join, just talk about some opinions and everything that happened. Let's check the playoff picture. So obviously Bears have 100% clinched. Our first playoff game is guaranteed at home because we are the leader of our division. We are either going to have the second seed or the third seed, 100%. It depends if we lose and the Eagles win. They will go to the second seed and we will fall to the third seed, which I think is huge because the second seed, we could play at home all the way up as far as we can go if anything happens with the Seahawks or the 49ers. One of those two are going to have the first seed. I'm recording this on Saturday. The game is tonight. I'm quite excited for it. I am rooting for the 49ers. It's kind of like they beat us. We play with them well. I think I'd rather see them later on. The Seahawks, a little scary. Sometimes they play incredible. Sometimes they just don't play well at all. I'm going to be rooting for the 49ers tonight. So we'll see. You guys may or may not already know the score of that game. But if we're the second seed, I think it is 100% that we're going to play the Packers because I think they are locked into the playoffs at the 7th seed, which that game is going to be, I wonder if Will Levis or Jordan Love is going to play. I don't know about you guys, but I would almost rather have Jordan Love play because Will Levis has been playing incredible. We all seen him hop in after Jordan Love got hurt, and it looked like the same quarterback, if not a better quarterback, was playing. He was dicing us up. So he played really well. So we'll have to see. I would rather Jordan Love come back and play. I think we have a better chance against him. So if we win tomorrow, Sunday, against the Lions, we will be playing the Packers in the wild card at Soldier Field. If the Eagles win and we get the third seed, we will either play the Seahawks, because I think they could fall. If they lose, we either play Seahawks, 49ers, or the Rams. Out of any of them, I would least want to see the Rams. I know they lost to the Falcons. Even more reason I don't want to see them. I think they're the best team in the NFC. The records might not say it, but I don't want to play them. I would be fine with the 49ers. I think if we get another shot at them again, we beat them. And the Seahawks, that's unknown. Seahawks been playing well. Like I said, we'll either play them at their best or we'll get them at their worst. So if I'm picking between those, I pick the 49ers. So I guess, I don't know, that kind of goes against what I said, that I want the 49ers to win. I would rather 49ers win and Bears win, so we just play the Packers week 1. Because that's why I think that this Lions game is a huge game. We just need to win, secure the second seed, because that's just going to be huge later on. So that's how I feel about that one. I'd much rather play the Packers than any of the NFC West teams because that is the best division right now in the NFC. Have the best team, in my opinion, out of there, the Rams. So closing out, we'll talk about my game previews for it, my final predictions. I think that we are going to score. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. The Lions just can consistently score, and they're going to come out. They're going to come out shooting. I think the Bears get 28. I think that we score as well. I think we have great time of possession. I think the line right now is set at -3 for the Bears. The over-under at like 50, so it's expecting each team the score to be like 28, 24, somewhere right around there. I have it at 28-17. I think that it's going to come down the wire. Bears are going to score a touchdown and a field goal, or no. I think it'll be 21-17 going into the fourth quarter. I think the Bears hold that, and then we end up scoring, and it's game. That's my final prediction. We'll see how close I am. I'd like to hear y'all's opinion on just everything. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you agree, if you think I'm wrong, just about any of it. I just want this to be a place that all of us can just come talk about opinions, unrestricted. Like I said, I have no insider information. I'm just making this completely out of passion, just as a safe place where all fans can just come, just like me, and just talk about it. I wish I had made this earlier. I've been thinking about making this for a while, just because I love learning about the Bears, talking about the Bears. I just don't have a place where I can just come on and just have a conversation about it, talk to you guys. So please tune in on Sunday night. I'll try to have everything. The game should be over like 7:30. I'll try to start a little before that 8 p.m. game, and then we'll just see where we are in the playoffs. It's going to be huge. Bears are in the playoffs. This is a massive year. Who would have thought that we would have been leading our division? I obviously love the Bears, but I didn't think that we were going to be leading our division how we are. So it's crazy how one thing can change everything. Just get a new coach, changes the entire picture of the season. And I think Caleb is only going to get better under a full other offseason. So if you're into sports cards, start collecting Caleb now. But thank you guys for watching. Tune in on Sunday. Comment any of your opinions or anything. I'll be replying to them all. We'll just talk about it. I'll see you on Sunday.